Shogun. Understand that I don't bow to no one. If they thinking that I do, let me know. So looking up at the Shogun. Don't be surprised when I'm finna justify. Do not test me, little dog, you don't know. You looking up at the Shogun. Never satisfied.
Cartel, my people, my babies, my dogs. What's going on with y'all boys, man? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Golden Ghost, and welcome back to the Golden Ghost Cartel Dude. It's a little bit late at night right now, but hey, man, I'm feeling good. I'm not gonna lie, feeling a lot better than I was. Feel like I'm in a lot better state than I was. I appreciate everybody who spoke with me, both privately and in the comment section, and just other stuff. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all boys. I know I'm gonna be a broken record every time where I try to share some appreciation, but I value each and every single one of y'all, for real. But yeah, man, we here. Not going really too much harp on me, because that's not what this video is about, baby. So for those of you guys that don't know, bro, for Tekken 8, we have the full roster release. Here we are with the full roster of Tekken 8. These are a lot of characters, and quite frankly, if you guys are in the same boat as me, you guys have no idea who you want to use. Okay, so here's my whole thing personally. I kind of want to go in using June, and I was going to use June for the beta, but then I only had like 8 hours for the beta, and I'm like, June might be a little bit more advanced than I'm expecting for 8 hours of playtime, 6 to 8 hours give or take. So I tried out Azuma. Azuma is very good for newcomers. We'll get into that later. Very good for newcomers, very easy to pick up and learn, and I was able to get fairly alright in the beta. And then I see all these new characters, bro. I see all these new characters in these trailers, bro. It's like, bro, there's so many good characters, bro. So I kind of want to break this down a little bit. So for those of you that don't know who you guys want to main, or you guys don't know who you want to pick up, I'm gonna give like a small little break dance of these characters based on not only what I've seen, but what I've experienced when I was playing on the beta. And even on 7, some stuff from 7 carries over, because this game does have like a lot of like 7 elements in a way. So let's just start with the easy stuff. Jin is probably the most accessible Mishima character out of all of them as of now. He now has more like user-friendly tools than any of the other Mishimas, bro. And Kazuya is the polar opposite of that. So if you guys want to get into the Mishima, like waifu, do your electrics, but still have a bunch of other tools while you're trying to learn that skill set, Jin is a very good pickup, bro. Jin is a very strong character, and he's much more stronger than he was in 7. Kazuya, I heard that he was absolutely crazy in the network test. I wasn't able to play the network test, but I heard he was absolutely cracked. And then in the beta, despite what I played, when the people that I played against that was using Kazuya, they was cracked. Like, they had their fundamentals down. They knew exactly what to punish me with. I was getting 1-1-2 out of everything, bro. I thought there was moves I thought I was safe, and I was getting 1-1-2. Kazuya players that know what they're doing on this game, I can tell are very, very strong. Other than that, I have not ran into a Kazuya that wasn't OD. And every person that runs into Kazuya, I don't know if it's just group, like everybody, like the entire Kazuya player base is just like completely downplaying, or if like this character is actually bad. But that's like the general consensus, is that Kazuya is just absolutely abysmal compared to June and Jin Kazama. Speaking of Kazamas, June, I didn't really get too much hands-on time with June. Like I said, she seems like a more complicated character, but based on what I've seen, it seems like she's able to pressure and do different stances and different mix-ups. Kind of like I kind of feel like it's like playing Asuka but with stance pressure, because her and Asuka are very similar. in terms of like moves and stuff like that. And while we're on the topic of Asuka, I just heard Asuka's a worse June, so if you're thinking between the two, I will probably try out June first. Paul is going to be crazy because his 50-50s I feel like is even stronger, considering that he literally has a heat smash that's a low demo man. Just that alone sounds messed up. Imagine you playing against a Paul, right? You get hit with a heat engager. Heat engagers work like a raise drive. You get hit with it and you're automatically forced to guess. You're either guessing a low or you're eating the mid. If Paul gets the read on you and thinks that you're anticipating a death fist and is blocking mid or just blocking normally, he can just do heat smash and then you're screwed because he hit you low. It's like a demo man and you're getting caught. Now, if you're anticipating a demo man or you're anticipating a low, then you're just gonna eat a fucking death fist. And death fists in this game are absolutely nuts. Law feels more like the everyman character or the casual character, at least from the beta test, because everybody was using Law on the beta. Everybody I ran into, it's like almost every other person was using either Jin, Law, or Xiao Yu. Those were like the main three people that I was seeing, but I was really seeing a lot of Laws. That being said, honestly, I don't really see that much different from Law from 7 to 8 from what people was doing. People was still doing Dragon Tails, people was still doing Junkyard, and it's just a matter if my scrub ass could block it or not. Now, if you want to see what a Law looks like that has really good potential, I would suggest watching Ninja Killer, because Ninja Killer used Law in the closed network test and stuff like that. And although things are different, you can probably get a general idea of what a high level Law would look like. King, I didn't fight too many Kings. I think I only fought like one or two, so I don't really have a good grasp of that. The only thing I can really say is it seems like he's more combo focused than he was in 7, as far as like the combo routes. Because in 7 he just kind of had like the same launch, double kick, 2 punches into a power bomb, unless you were like really advanced and was trying to do like the crazy stuff that Lil Majin be doing. I think Lil Majin still makes Tekken 8 beta videos like to this day. Like he still has footage that he's putting out. Lars feels cracked. Like his neutral game is absolutely nuts. Like it almost feels like it's getting to like Warong levels, where it's like if he wants to, he will not allow you to play the game. It feels like that at certain points. His pressure is absolutely insane, and he might end up being my guy character again. Ling players play like Tekken 7, but they just like to start every match with heat engager, at least from my experience. Other than that, I don't really have too much to say on her. If you're good with her in 7, I assume you're gonna do very well with her in 8. Kind of just like, for the most part, feels like the same character, but has a couple extra moves, and then certain moves are heat engagers and stuff like that. Jack 8, maybe this is just me not having the matchup experience against against Jacks like that, but some of his moves, the frame data on it gotta be crazy, because I don't really check frame data like that, but the amount of stun that he would have when he like flexes on you, when he does the punch and then does like the that man flexes down and stuff. I was basically just forced to hold that, and I was basically forced to hold that and then basically hold the block, you feel me, or basically risk getting launched. Like, I didn't know that was a frame trap in this game. Outside of that, I don't really got too much to say, because like I said, I don't really know the matchup that well. Nina feels like the same character, except they gave her a Glock. They gave her 2 Glocks. I haven't been hit with this per se, but I've seen clips where Nina is using both her Glocks and hitting people from mid-screen. I've never seen nobody duck it, so I'm assuming that those are highs, which will make the most sense. I will hope that the gunshots are mid, but nonetheless, I'm kind of upset though at the same time though with Nina, because I like that Nina, especially in 7, Nina was like my second character, and one of my go-to launchers with her, it was back 1+4, I think, and I binded that to my R3 button just to make it a little bit easier to do it. That way I'm not, because I'm playing on controller, I'm playing on pad. But in this game, considering there's more like mechanics that require like more buttons and stuff like that, it kind of puts me in a position where I either have to sacrifice a heat move. I have to either sacrifice a heat move or sacrifice that launcher. And I choose to sacrifice that launcher, which is her longest range launcher, and it kind of just put me in a little vortex where I almost didn't even want to use her for real. You know what I mean? Asuka, I already spoke on her. From what I've heard, she's like a slightly worse June is what it is. If you're dedicated to Asuka, then go ahead, but seems like June is the way to go if you want to go for the Kazama play style. Leroy's, I don't really have too much to say. I don't really know exactly what he be doing. Well, you don't know what's crazy? Even when Leroy first came out and he was like taking the Tekken world by storm, I did not run into that many Leroys. Not even in 7. I was staying running the basic King Paul Laws, you know, and that was a main group of people that I was running into. Yeah, I don't really got too much to say on Leroy, besides his Wing Chun punch. Those things are unsafe as shit. Please down forward 2 those if a Leroy tries to hit you with that and you block it. Lily, I feel like every time they release Lily, she comes out really strong, and then she slowly becomes more and more obscured as the game progresses. So like right now she's in a really good spot, at least I would say, as far as like the movement goes. She still has her nasty side steps and stuff like that, and they gave her a lot of nasty stuff with the cartwheel, bro. It just feels like how Lily always is at launch. I feel like at launch Lily on 7 was very strong, and then they just kind of like, it wasn't really necessarily a nerf, it was just a change that kind of just like changed her entire play style. I don't know, maybe that's just me, maybe I'm just tripping. I got a couple friends that play Lily that literally dropped the game because they felt like they felt like Lily got nerfed to oblivion. Warong, he is my arch nemesis. I hate you if you use him, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to be unbiased. By and large, one of the most oppressive characters, and his entire game plan is to make sure that the opponent does not play the game. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be unbiased. He has moves that where if he hits you low, which is 1 frame slower than a Hell Sweep, by the way, the second hit's guaranteed. He has more than 1 Power Crush, basically armor move, and he basically has all his oppressive tools from 7 and was given more oppressive tools in 8. This man is a menace. Brian, I don't know, Brian feels weird because as far as I know, he's the only character left in the game that still has a snake edge, and that doesn't really sit right with me for some reason. Like, yeah, you have like counter hit sweeps, like Lars has a counter hit sweep and stuff like that, but Brian, it can just like throw out this snake edge, bro, and he's like the only one that still has it, and I don't know how to feel about it, bro. Claudio, my other guy main candidate, I have no idea if I seen tournament footage. It looked like he was doing some down 3-4 shenanigans, like he was playing with Warong. Now, whether or not that move is guaranteed or not is something I'll have to see for myself. I personally haven't really loaded up Tekken except to like learn electrics at this point. Outside of that, I don't really have an opinion on him. I don't even think I fought him not once. Azuma. Now, this was the character I played, so I have the most knowledge on as far as like from my perspective. She has all the keys for a new player to succeed, and by that I mean she has stances that go into 50-50s. She has moves at a back turn that goes in the 50-50s, and those moves in those 50-50s will put her back in the stance that gives them another 50-50. She is a 50-50 specialist, and on top of that, you can still pressure and play neutral with her because she can punish most things with just her 1-1, which puts her in stance, which leaves her plus like a motherfucker if she hits you, basically forcing your opponent to guess that 50-50. She's literally a mix-up monster character that's based solely on the stances, and on whether or not your opponent can guess right every single time. Raven, I'm not gonna lie, Raven just feels like a more flashy, stylish version of Master Raven. But I will say, I'm not sure what the frame date is on his lows, but his lows feel like they should be launch punishable, and the only one I can launch punish is that slide. I have no opinion on Yoshimitsu or Steve, Drag, just because we don't have no gameplay footage of him. We don't even have nothing to go off of. Nobody cares about Shaheen. Leo, on the other hand, looks very cute. Like no bullshit. Leo look cute as fuck. Kuma, not a bear player, nor would I recommend bears to you. Bears always feel like just like the gimmick character, like you just play with them just to fuck around. Fang Wei, low-key gonna be another undercover top pick, bro. He's gonna be another one of them. Basically, they always do this thing with Fang where they make him strong, but his stuff just seems just under the radar of the stuff that's like busted strong. So by the time they finish nerfing out the stuff that everybody complains about, you're just left with Fang, who's just this strong ass character who's never been touched amongst all this shit. Zafina was my second character in 7. You would think the obvious answer would be a maker number 1 in this game, right? Yes and no, just because I don't know what's changed about her. I don't know what's different about her. I'm not sure what's new. I'm kind of just leaving my opinion open for characters that I haven't really seen much of anything for, and that's just kind of is what it is, bro. Until I see like more about what she can do, my opinion with her is just kind of there. She holds a special place in my heart, always will, but she might end up being number 2 again for all I know. Lee, very saucy character. I don't mess with the gear that he got on personally, but it is what it is, I guess. Very difficult character. Hopefully they make the forward 2 cancels thing a little bit easier to do in this version. Alyssa, I'm hoping they make Alyssa good, but it's just left to be desired right now just because of us not knowing anything about her really. If you play with Devil Jin, you're a tier whore. And I say that because nobody was playing with Devil Jin until Qdans pulled up. When they buffed Devil, or I'm not even sure if he was buffed. I don't know the whole backstory. All I know is when Qdans was using Devil Jin and dominating the scene, that's when everybody was using Devil Jin. But then as soon as they nerfed his damage, everybody dropped them and Qdans vanished off the face of the earth again. I don't know what was going on with that, but you casual boys, y'all some tier whores, just use regular Jin at this point. He's a better character right now. And I'm pretty sure that will remain that way unless they just give Devil Jin some just crazy nut shit. Left to be desired. They did give him a spirit sword and a rage art, so we'll see. Victor Chevalier, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be the first fighting game where I think I might try the old man with consideration of maining him, bro, because this has got to be the sauciest old dude I done ever seen, bro. First of all, they made him the master of masters when it comes to Ravens. Man, he just looks fucking awesome, bro. They damn near made him more saucier than Raven is. And then that leaves us with Raina, which is the reason why I'm learning electrics right now. She looks really fucking good. And that's not even like, normally I'd be picking chicks because they like bad as shit. Like if I were to pick a chick off her looks alone, easy between Zafina, Nina, and June, bro. Easy between those 3, bro. But something about Raina's attitude in this game, bro. Something about Raina's attitude. It makes me want to like give her a shot because she got that condescending attitude, brawling as hell. She can back it up. She dragging motherfuckers across the floor and punching, making walls explode and shit. I want to see what that's about, you know? Now I gotta see how she plays. If she's anything like Heihachi himself as far as like doing the electrics, I don't know. Which basically just leaves us at this point, bro. We just got all these characters, all these different play styles. Some of them we haven't seen yet. But yeah, when the game releases, I already told myself I want to use June. I want to give her a fair shot. I want to see exactly what I can do with her. But if things don't work out, I got characters I want to try to, to fall back on. All I know is I like my rush down. I do like characters that have stances that lead in the 50-50s and stuff like that, like Azuma, because I adapted to it. It's just, I don't know. I know for a fact she's gonna get nerfed because Arslan Ash just decided to just turn up on everybody with her in the tournament and stuff. So I already know she's gonna get nerfed. There's no question. But yeah, I really do like that aggressive play style where you're able to apply pressure and stuff like that. I just don't like it when it's oppressive to the point where people don't get a chance to play the game like Warong, like Lars feels like he's getting to that point. We'll see how it goes. I'm still kind of like working out the kinks but I got at least a basis of characters I want to try. But yeah, man, if you guys enjoy this type of videos, bro, we're just talking about stuff, bro. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share with friends, all that good stuff. And as always, subscribe for some more from the Golden Ghost Cartel, dude, baby. Appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm out this thing, bro. Also, if you downplay Warong because you play Warong and you swear he's not good, knowing that he's as good as he is, bro, I personally hope that for your Thanksgiving dinner, that whoever's making the chicken wants to season it with mayonnaise because they don't know how to cook.